Started the problems on the second kind of the homogeneous second kind of the particular integral, that is of the form sin ax or cos ax by function of d, which is in the form of d square, that we have discussed in the previous class, and we have also started the example on that. So I am taking in a further examples on that case. Take down the example. Solve d square y by dx square plus 9y is equal to cos 2x into cos x. So as we know from the RHS, if the function is in the form of cos 2x into cos x, as we have discussed in the note of the part, where we have seen that the functions which are in the form of cos ax, cos bx, sin ax, sin bx, or sin ax into cos bx, those can also be solved in the second kind of the examples by using the trigonometric formulas. So we are also using the same procedure here. So means the second kind of the type which will be used to find out the particular integral. So before that, as usual, our procedure is to first write down the function in the form of f of d of y equal to function of x first. So I am going to first convert the function into a form of f of d of y. So here it is d square y by dx square. So I will replace it by d square plus 9 of y is equal to cos 2x into cos x. Now the auxiliary equation is m square plus 9 equal to 0. So m square equal to minus 9. M equal to plus or minus 3i. If m is equal to plus or minus 3i means 0 plus or minus 3i. So 0 plus or minus 3i is our complex number. If the root is the complex, then our complementary function is. So that the complementary function for the complex root is e raised to px. P is a real part. Here the real part is 0. E raised to 0x into bracket c1 cos of qx. Q is the imaginary part. Here the imaginary part is 3. c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x. So that is equal to e raised to 0 is always 1. c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x is our complementary function. So next one is particular integral. Particular integral is equal to function of x divided by f of d. So our f of d is d square plus 9. Next one is, here it is cos 2x into cos x. We know the formula. Cos x into cos y equal to 1 by 2 into bracket cos of x plus y plus cos of x minus y. So using that formula, I am going to simplify this equation now. So yp is equal to cos 2x into cos x divided by d square plus 9. Keep the denominator as it is. Use this formula for the numerator function. Cos of 2x into cos of x. 2x plus x first. So cos of 2x plus x is 3x plus cos of 2x minus x cos x divided by d square plus 9. Now the numerator function will have two functions of the x, so that the denominator is splitted to both the function. So split this function to both the numerators. 1 by 2 cos of 3x divided by d square plus 9. plus 1 by 2 cos of x divided by d square plus 9. Now consider it as a P1, P2. Now I am going to simplify the P1 and P2 separately. So our P1 is equal to 1 by 2 cos 3x divided by d square plus 9. I am going to keep this 1 by 2 as it is. Cos 3x divided by d square plus 9. So cos ax by f of d. Replace d square by minus a square. Here the a is equal to 3. So minus a square is equal to minus 9. So replace d square by minus 9. Replace d square by minus 9. So 1 by 2 into bracket cos 3x divided by minus 9 plus 9. Here the denominator is 0. If the denominator tends to 0, procedure is to x into cos 3x divided by f dash of d. So f of d is d square plus 9. Derivative of f of d is d square, derivative is d square derivative is 2d. Derivative of 9 is a constant. Now 1 by 2, keep your x as it is. Again 1 by 2 becomes a 2 into 2 becomes a 4, x by 4. So 1 by d of cos 3x. 1 by d of cos 3x, as I told, 1 by d indicates integration. 1 by d square indicates double integration. So 1 by d indicates integration of cos 3x. X by 4. Integration of cos 3x is sin 3x divided by 3. That is equal to x into sin 3x divided by 12. That is our P1. P1 equal to x into sin 3x divided by 12. Now come to the P2. P2 is equal to 1 by 2 cos x divided by d square plus 9. So P2 equal to 1 by 2 cos x divided by d square plus 9. D square plus 9. So now we have to again go for the procedure. Keep a 1 by 2 as it is. Take the remaining function inside the bracket. So now replace d square by minus a square. Here the coefficient of x is 1. So a equal to 1. Minus a square equal to minus 1. So replace d square by minus 1. So 1 by 2 cos x divided by minus 1 plus 9. That is equal to 1 by 2 cos x divided by minus 1 plus 9 is 8. So that is equal to cos x divided by 8 into 2, 16. So therefore P2 is equal to cos x divided by 16. So that is the solution of an P2. So now write down the YP. YP is equal to P1 plus P2. So YP is equal to P1 plus P2. So P1 is equal to x into sin 3x divided by 12. P2 is equal to cos x divided by 16. That is our particular integral. So our particular integral is equal to x sin 3x divided by 12 plus cos x divided by 16. So now our general solution is yc plus yp. So our general solution is yc plus yp. So write down the first complementary function first. So our complementary function is here. yc is equal to c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x. c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x plus particular integral. So our particular integral is x sin 3x divided by 12 plus cos x divided by 16. That is our complete solution of an equation. So here first it is d square y by dx square plus 9y equal to cos 2x into cos 2x. First we have to write the given equation in the form of f of d of y equal to cos 2x into cos x. So here f of d is equal to d square plus 9. So d square, now we have to write down the auxiliary equation, so that our auxiliary equation is m square plus 9 equal to 0. So m square equal to minus 9, m equal to plus or minus 3i. So plus or minus 3i is nothing but the 0 plus or minus 3i. That is our our complex number. So the root is complex. When the root is complex, our complementary function is equal to e raised to, real part is 0, 0 into x, into bracket c1 cos of imaginary part is 3, c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x. So yc is equal to c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x. So next one is particular integral. So our particular integral is equal to cos 2x into cos x divided by d square plus 9. So apply the cos x into cos y formula to simplify this numerator. So we have the 1 by 2 cos of x plus y plus cos of x minus y formula. So here the x is equal to 2x, y is equal to x. So 2x plus x is cos 3x, 2x minus x is cos x divided by d square plus 9. So 1 by 2 cos 3x divided by d square plus 9 plus 1 by 2 cos x divided by d square plus 9. Split the denominator to both the numerator functions. When you split the denominator to both the numerator function, you have to apply the formulas separately for both the functions, so that I am considering those one as P1 and P2. So P1 equal to 1 by 2 cos 3x divided by d square plus 9. Keep your 1 by 2 as it is outside. So cos 3x divided by d square plus 9. So as according to it is in the form of cos ax by f of d. In the cos ax by f of d, replace the d square by minus a square. Here the a equal to 3 means coefficient of x is 3. So a equal to 3. Minus a square equal to minus 9. So replace d square by minus 9. So when you replace the d square by minus 9, denominator tends to 0. So that's why make it as in the form of x into cos ax by derivative of f of d. So x into cos 3x by derivative of f of d is 2d. So keep your x divided by 4 outside. Cos 3x by d means integration of cos 3x. We can also simplify cos 3x by d also in the form of multiplying both numerator and denominator by d. We can also go on with that procedure also. But it is better to directly take a derivative of, integration of cos 3x. So 1 by d is integration of cos 3x. Integration of cos 3x is sin 3x divided by 3. So that is x into sin 3x by 4 into 3 is 12. That is our P1. Similarly, we go for the P2. P2 equal to 1 by 2 cos x divided by d square plus 9. Here the coefficient of x is 1. So a equal to 1 minus a square equal to minus 1. Replace d square by minus 1. Minus 1 plus 9 becomes 8. So 8 into 2 is the 16. Cos x divided by 16 is our P2. So P1 plus P2 give you the YP. So that yp is equal to x sin 3x divided by 12 plus cos x divided by 16. So our complete solution is equal to general complementary function plus particular integral. So c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x plus x sin 3x by 12 plus cos x by 16 is our complete solution of this equation. So now take down the second example. Write on the next example. M cube minus d cube y by dx cube minus y is equal to 3 cos 2x d cube minus y by d cube y by dx cube minus y of y is equals to 3 cos 2x. So first we have to start the solution by taking it in the form of f of d. So d cube, coefficient of y is 1, of y is equal to 3 cos 2x. Next we have to take down the auxiliary equation. So our auxiliary equation is m cube minus 1 is equal to 0. So m cube minus 1 equal to 0. So assumed, so here the root is of the cubic equation. So root cannot be simplified. So that we have to go for the method of inspection and synthetic division. So by the inspection, go for the inspection method. Take a m equal to 1 first. So if m equal to 1, 1 cube is 1, 1 minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, m equal to 1 is a root by inspection. Therefore, m equal to 1 is a root by inspection. So 1. So coefficient of m cube is 1. M square is not there, so take a 0. M also not there, so take a 0. Constant is minus 1. So we have to start with the 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 into 1, 1. 0 plus 1, 1. 1 into 1, 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 into 1, 1. Minus 1 plus 1, 0. Coefficient of m square, coefficient of m constant equal to 0. Now we have to simplify this quadratic equation. So this quadratic equation is not solved by the factorization. So go for the formula. So m equal to minus b. Coefficient of m is 1. So b equal to 1. Minus 1 plus or minus square root of coefficient of m is 1. B square is 1 minus 4 into coefficient of m square is 1. Constant is 1. 4ac minus 4 divided by 2a. So now that is equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root of 1 minus 4 is minus 3 divided by 2. So that is equal to minus 1 plus or minus root 3i divided by 2. So therefore our roots are m equal to 1 comma minus 1 plus or minus root 3i divided by 2. So those are our roots of an auxiliary equation. So these are the roots of auxiliary equation. So therefore our complementary function is equal to c1. So IC is equal to c1 e raised to x plus, here it is a complex root. So complex root minus 1 by, I will rewrite it as minus 1 by 2 plus or minus root 3 by 2 into I. So p plus or minus qi. So e raised to px, p is equal to minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 into x is minus x by 2 into bracket c2 cos qx. Q is equal to root 3 by 2. root 3 by 2x plus C3 sin root 3 by 2x. So that is the root of, so these are the roots of the auxiliary equation. So that for that roots we have written a complementary function here. So now we have to move for the particular integral. So particular integral is equal to function of x divided by function of d. Function of x divided by function of d. So here function of x is cos 3x. So keep first your constant as it is. So 3 cos 2x divided by function of t. Now first we have to be make an a equal to 2 minus a square equal to minus 4. So replace d square by minus 4. Here it is d cube. So what I am doing here, I am going to split the d cube here. D cube will be split as a d square into d first. Then I will replace the d square. So replace a d square here. 3 into cos 2x divided by minus 4 into d minus 1. Take the minus sign common here. Minus sign will be taken. Cos 2x divided by 4d plus 1. So as we have know that if the function is in the form of alpha d plus or minus beta, multiply both numerator and denominator by alpha d minus or plus beta. If it is alpha t plus beta, multiply alpha d minus beta to both numerator and denominator. So that I am going to multiply the both numerator and denominator by 4d minus 1. Keep your minus 3 as it is. Cos 2x divided by 4d plus 1 into 4d minus 1 divided by 4d minus 1. Multiply both numerator and denominator by 4d minus 1. So minus 3 into 4 into derivative of cos 2x. Derivative of cos is minus sin 2x into derivative of 2x is 2. Minus 1 into cos 2x divided by 4d plus 1 into 4d minus 1. A plus b into a minus b. So a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So a square is 4d whole square minus b square is 1. So minus 3. Take a minus sign inside here. When you take it a minus sign inside, all the terms are tends to positive. 4 into 2 is 8. Sin 2x. Minus into minus plus again. Cos 2x. Divided by 4 square is 16d square minus 1. Here also a is equal to 2. Here also a is equal to 2. So no need to split here. So directly we have to replace a d square here. So replace again the d square by minus 4. So 3 into bracket 8 sin 2x plus cos 2x divided by 16 into minus 4 minus 1. 16 into minus 4 is minus 16 into minus 4 is minus 64. Minus 64 minus 1 is minus 65. So directly write the 65. Minus sign can be taken on both numerator and denominator here. So minus 3 divided by 65 into bracket minus 3 divided by 65 into bracket 8 sin 2x plus cos 2x is your particular integral. So now write down the complete solution y. So y is equal to yc plus yp. So y is equal to yc plus yp. So our yc is equal to c1 e raised to x, c1 e raised to x plus e raised to minus x by 2, c2 cos of root 3 by 2 into x plus c3 sin of root 3 by 2 into x plus particular integral. So plus into minus becomes minus 3 divided by 65 into bracket 8 sin 2x plus cos 2x. So that is the complete solution here. So first we have written the function in the form of f of d of y equal to function of x, and then we taken the auxiliary equation. So by the inspection method we got the root m equal to 1. So next we move to the method of the synthetic division. In the synthetic division we get a quadratic equation m square plus m plus 1, which will not be factorized. So directly we move to the formula of the quadratic equation. So when we use the formula of the quadratic equation, we get the root minus 1 plus or minus root 3 by 2 into I. So this will be the another roots. So one is m equal to 1, another one is minus 1 plus or minus root 3 by 2i. So that we get the total roots minus 1 plus or minus root 3 by 2i. So here minus 1 plus or minus root 3i divided by 2 can be written as minus 1 by 2 plus or minus root 3 by 2 into I. So when you compare it with the p plus or minus qi, p equal to minus 1 by 2, q equal to root 3 by 2. Now I am going to write the complementary function. So one is the root real and distinct, so that is the c1 e raised to x. So another one is the root of the complex, so that the formula will be e raised to px into c2 cos qx plus c3 sin qx. So substitute the p equal to minus 1 by 2, q equal to root 3 by 2. So we get the complementary function. So when we get the complementary function, go for the particular integral 3 sin cos 2x divided by d cube minus 1. Split a d cube as a d square into d. So a is equal to 2. So replace the d square by minus 4. So we get the equation minus 4d minus 1. Take out the minus sign common. Multiply both numerator and denominator by 4d plus 1. Sorry, 4d multiply 4d plus 1. Multiply both numerator and denominator by 4d minus 1. So 4 into derivative of cos is 2 sin 2x minus 2 sin 2x, and the minus 1 into cos 2x is minus cos 2x. Take the minus sign inside, so all the terms tends to positive. 4 into 2 is 8 sin 2x plus cos 2x. In both the terms a equal to 2, so no need to split the denominator. Directly replace d square by minus a square. So we get a minus 3 divided by 65 into 8 sin 2x plus cos 2x. So that is our required particular integral. Now both particular integral and complementary function will be substituted in the complete solution. So our complete solution is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. So we get an equation c1 e raised to x plus e raised to minus x by 2 into bracket c2 cos of root 3 by 2x plus c3 sin of root 3 by 2x. Here it is a minus sign, so minus of plus becomes again the minus, so that minus 3 divided by 65 into bracket 8 sin 2x plus cos 2x. So that is our complete solution of an given equation.